Autumn fashion can be tricky. One wrong detail, and an outfit goes from chic to sloppy in seconds. And I'll be the first to admit, I've made plenty of those mistakes myself. Maybe you have too, like grabbing a coat that looked good enough on the hanger, or choosing fabrics that seemed perfect, only to collapse once you put them on. The truth is, elegance is always in the details. With just a few smart tweaks, you can take any autumn outfit from ordinary to effortlessly sophisticated, especially after 50. Let's start with one of the most overlooked details: fabric weight. Chapter 1. Ignoring fabric weight. One of the biggest mistakes I used to make in autumn dressing was ignoring fabric weight. I'd see something in a store with the right color, the right cut, even the right vibe, and I'd buy it without a second thought. But once I put it on, it never looked the way I imagined. Here's why. Fabric weight determines how a piece actually drapes and holds shape on your body. Imagine two blazers side by side. One is a lightweight polyester blend, the other a structured wool crepe. On the hanger, they look similar. But once you wear them, the difference is night and day. The polyester blazer collapses at the shoulders, wrinkles easily, and loses its line. The wool crepe blazer, on the other hand, has structure. It frames the body, drapes with intention, and keeps its shape throughout the day. When you're over 50, structure is your best friend. It doesn't mean stiff or uncomfortable, it means polished. Heavier fabrics smooth out the silhouette, skim instead of cling, and elevate even the simplest outfit. Instead of highlighting areas you don't want emphasized, they create balance and refinement. The takeaway is simple. Stop treating fabric as an afterthought. When you choose pieces with the right weight, your entire wardrobe looks sharper, more expensive, and more put together without you needing to try any harder. Chapter 2. Wearing coats that fight your proportions. For years, I treated coats like they were just for warmth. If it kept me cozy and looked somewhat stylish, that was enough. But I slowly realized something. The wrong coat can completely throw off your proportions and undo the rest of your outfit. Here's the mistake: wearing a coat that fights against your natural frame. A mid-thigh coat, for example, might work beautifully on one woman but overwhelm another. If you have a shorter torso, that length can make your upper body look boxy. If you have long legs, a cropped jacket may cut you off too abruptly, leaving your proportions unbalanced. The secret is simple. Match coat length to your frame. Petite women often look best in mid-thigh to knee-length coats, which create harmony. Taller frames usually shine in longer silhouettes that echo their vertical lines. And then there's the cut-straight coats, create clean, modern lines, while belted styles add definition and bring back the waist. Used to buy whatever coat was trending, cropped puffers, oversized dusters, without thinking about balance. But once I started paying attention to proportion, coats stopped being just functional. They became sculpting tools that refined my whole silhouette. And here's the best part. Once you understand proportion in outerwear, you'll start to notice how much color contrast also affects balance. Which brings us to the next mistake, relying on too much contrast between your top and bottom. Chapter 3. Too much contrast between top and bottom. For years, I thought sharp contrast looked chic. Black trousers with a white blouse, or a light sweater with dark jeans, it felt bold, even intentional. But what I didn't realize was that high contrast often works against elegance, especially in autumn. Here's the problem. Stark contrast divides the body into blocks. If your torso is shorter, it makes it look even shorter. If your legs are long, it exaggerates the imbalance. On me, black tops with white bottoms spotlighted my narrow hips and made my frame feel disjointed. The solution? softer transitions. Instead of harsh divisions, choose tones that flow together. Camel with taupe, burgundy with plum, navy with charcoal. These combinations create harmony and keep the eye moving smoothly from top to bottom. And if you still love a high contrast pairing, layering is your secret weapon. Add a medium-toned cardigan or scarf to bridge the divide. Even accessories, a belt, bag, or shoes that echo both color scan pull the look together. Once I started leaning into tonal dressing, my outfits instantly felt more refined and, honestly, more expensive. In autumn especially, with its richer natural palette, subtlety outshines starkness every time. Chapter 4. Clinging fabrics. One of the fastest ways to make an autumn outfit look less refined is relying on fabrics that cling instead of skim. For the longest time, I thought any knit was cozy enough. But thin, flimsy jerseys or overly stretchy knits don't just feel cheap, they highlight every line and wrinkle, and they rarely flatter in motion. Here's the reality. When you're over 50, flimsy fabrics work against you. They bunch, twist, and cling to areas you'd rather not emphasize. And by the end of the day, they've usually lost their shape, leaving the outfit looking tired. The solution is to lean into structured fabrics materials that frame the body rather than collapse onto it. Think ponte knit, heavier cotton blends, or textured wool. These fabrics don't cling, they skim. They create clean lines, maintain their shape, and instantly elevate even a casual outfit. The difference is subtle but powerful. Instead of fussing with your clothes all day, you move freely, and your outfit still looks sharp hours later. It's polish without effort. Once I stopped wasting money on thin knits and started investing in pieces with structure, my whole wardrobe felt more reliable, and I felt more confident wearing it. Chapter 5. Overlooking collar shapes. For years, I barely noticed collars. I'd buy a cardigan, a blazer, or a jacket because I liked the color or the fit, without ever thinking about what the neckline was doing to my face and upper body. But here's the truth. The collar is one of the first details people see because it frames your face. And over 50, that frame can make or break your look. A sharp, high crew neck can sometimes feel restrictive, or worse, harsh. It can shorten the neck and add unnecessary weight to the upper body. On the other hand, a soft shawl collar, or a gently draped V-neck, naturally elongates the neckline, softens the jawline, and creates balance. The difference is striking. I remember swapping out my old crew neck sweaters for a shawl collar cardigan, and suddenly I looked taller, more elegant, and yes, more comfortable. That one small shift completely changed the way my outfits felt. Collars aren't just design details, they're sculpting tools. They shape how the eye travels from your shoulders to your face. Choosing the right one can make even the simplest outfit look intentional and refined. So next time you try on a jacket or cardigan, don't just look at the length or the color. Notice the collar. Because that tiny frame can transform not only your outfit, but how you are perceived. Chapter 6. Forgetting shoe silhouettes. Shoes might seem like the last detail when pulling an outfit together, but they often decide whether the whole look feels balanced or awkward. For years, I thought I could pair any shoe with any trouser. Sneakers with slim pants, chunky boots with tapered cuts, and I couldn't figure out why my outfits always felt off. The problem wasn't the clothing, it was the silhouette of the shoes. When you wear slim trousers with a heavy, round toe boot, the proportions collapse. Your eye goes straight to the shoes, and the legs look shorter. Flip it. Wear wide-leg trousers with a delicate flat, and suddenly the pants overwhelm your frame because the shoe isn't substantial enough to anchor the volume. The secret is this. The shoe has to echo the line of the pant. Cropped trousers look sharper with a pointed bootie. Wide leg pants need a block heel or sturdy boot. Even straight leg denim benefits when paired with loafers or sleek slip-ons that match its easy structure. It's such a subtle shift, but once you see it, you can't unsee it. The right shoe doesn't just complete an outfit, it supports it. It keeps everything in proportion, from your waistline all the way to the floor. You don't need a closet full of footwear to get this right. Just a few well-chosen pairs that complement the shapes you wear most often will transform your entire wardrobe. Chapter 7. Wrong belt usage. Belts can either refine your proportions beautifully or throw them completely off balance. For the longest time, I wore them the wrong way. Sometimes I cinched them too high, which made my torso look shorter. Other times, I wore them too low, cutting my body in half and making my legs disappear. It wasn't just placement. The type of belt mattered too. Thick belts with oversized buckles overwhelmed my frame, while very skinny belts often looked like an afterthought. The trick is finding the middle ground belts that define without dominating. Here's what I've learned. If you have a shorter torso, placing a medium-width belt slightly below the natural waist can create length. If you have a longer torso, wearing the belt a bit higher restores balance by visually lifting the waistline. For everyone, moderation is key. A belt should support the outfit, not steal the spotlight. One versatile example is a slim, reversible belt. It's subtle, polished, and works with both dresses and trousers. Small, thoughtful choices like this don't just add structure. They transform shapeless pieces into flattering silhouettes. Once I started experimenting with belt width and placement, my outfits felt less random and more intentional. I wasn't just wearing clothes, I was shaping them to suit me. And that's the power of using belts the right way. Chapter 8. Ignoring texture pairing. For years, I thought a polished outfit was all about matching colours and cuts. I'd pull together pieces that technically worked, yet something always felt flat. The missing piece? Texture. When everything in an outfit has the same finish smooth knit on smooth trousers with a plain coat, the look reads one-dimensional. There's nothing for the eye to explore, so the whole effect feels underwhelming. The fix is simple. Mix textures. Autumn is the perfect season for it because the fabrics practically invite layering. Think of a chunky knit sweater against sleek trousers, or suede boots paired with crisp cotton. Even denim topped with a velvet blazer suddenly feels elevated. It's the push and pull between rough and smooth, matte and shiny, soft and structured that creates richness. I noticed the transformation the first time I swapped a flimsy cardigan for a heavier textured knit. Suddenly, even a neutral outfit came alive. Without loud colors or busy prints, the depth was there, quiet, elegant, intentional. The beauty is that you don't need to overhaul your closet to get this right. Start with one piece, a textured scarf, a nubby sweater, or suede loafers, and let it play against the smoother items you already own. Once you pay attention to texture, you'll see how it separates a fine outfit from one that feels truly refined. Chapter 9. Treating accessories as afterthoughts. For years, I treated accessories like an optional add-on. I'd spend time putting together my outfit, only to grab whatever earrings or bag were closest on my way out the door. And every time, I wondered why the look felt unfinished. The truth is, accessories aren't extras, they're architecture. They frame your face, guide the eye, and tie an outfit together. Without them, even a carefully chosen look can seem incomplete. Take earrings, for example. A bold hoop doesn't just decorate, it draws attention upward, softens the neckline, and balances wider shoulders or structured collars. The same goes for bags. A slouchy tote can pull an outfit down, while a structured shoulder bag creates vertical lines that instantly feel polished. The secret is intention. You don't need dozens of options. Just a few versatile, well-chosen pieces like sculptural hoops, a sleek cuff bracelet, or a refined crossbody can elevate almost everything you wear. Once I started treating accessories as part of the design rather than an afterthought, my outfits stopped looking almost right and started looking complete. It wasn't about adding more, it was about choosing smarter. And that small shift changed everything. Conclusion: the power of small tweaks. Autumn fashion doesn't have to be complicated. In fact, the mistakes we've walked through, fabric weight, coat proportions, contrast, clinging materials, collar shapes, shoe silhouettes, belts, textures, and accessories, are proof that it's rarely about buying more. It's about choosing better. Over 50, style isn't about chasing trends or trying to look younger. It's about refinement. It's about building a wardrobe that feels intentional, that works with your shape, your lifestyle, and your confidence. When you pay attention to details, the weight of a blazer, the cut of a coat, the drape of fabric, or the shape of your shoes, you shift from looking fine to looking effortlessly polished. And the best part, these tweaks are simple. You don't need to overhaul your closet or spend a fortune. Just start noticing. Swap flimsy knits for structured fabrics. Choose textures that play well together. Treat accessories as part of the outfit, not an afterthought. Little by little, you'll find that your wardrobe begins to support you instead of working against you. Elegance isn't about perfection. It's about being intentional with the choices you make. And when you bring that intention into your wardrobe, the results speak for themselves. So as you head into this autumn season, remember confidence lives in the details. And with these small shifts, you'll look and feel more refined every single day.